Hello there, welcome back to my channel. So today I wanted to share 5 tips that help me homeschool. Tip number 1, I get up, get dressed, get ready for my day. If I'm in my PJs all day, I feel sluggish, I feel lazy, maybe a little depressed and blah. So I get up and get ready, get dressed. With that comes my prayer time and devotional time. So I start my day with prayer, giving God thanks for the day, starting my day right. It's almost like if we're a battery and our batteries will run out if we're not like constantly recharging that battery. I know that's how I work. So every morning I get recharged and get connected, stay connected to the Lord. And I thank Him, starting our day with gratitude, appreciation, always in a positive start. And then obviously I ask for my needs and my wants and everything else. But I start my day with giving God thanks for the day and for the sun and for the light and for the sky and for the trees and for my vision that I can see and everything, and the list goes on. So yes, get ready, get dressed, start your day right, pray. And praise and worship and thank the Lord, and trust me, you will not be the same. I also prep the night before. I haven't been really good at this, to be honest, but I am giving you recommendations and tips that have helped me and that are, when I do them, they work, such as getting my stuff ready the night before. If I get my curriculum or my tools, whatever I'm using that day for my children, it kind of like we're in the flow of things, and then all of a sudden, okay, wait girls, I gotta go get the book, and I gotta go get the scissors, and I gotta go get this, and I gotta go get that, and they're kind of like fiddling their thumbs like, okay mom, like you're making us wait. So what I like to do is have the stuff ready the night before. Whatever things I'm gonna use, get them the night before, and then it's more prepared, and it's like, yeah, mom is trying her best, and I am, and I do want to offer my best to my children in the first place. So tip number 3 rather, is having a rhythm. I know some people say have a schedule from 9 to 2, do this, do that, and it's totally up to you. Every mom is different, but what works for me so that I don't get too stressed out, because I've noticed when I didn't, so if my daughter is taking too long on a problem or a subject or a topic, and then I'm kind of rushing her like, okay, we gotta go. It's almost going to be nap time or lunchtime or whatever time, and I need you to hurry, let's go, and let's just concentrate and focus. And I get stressed, she gets anxious, she's not enjoying herself, I'm not enjoying myself. So have a rhythm. Okay, start the morning with breakfast, and during breakfast time, I'll stay right here for a minute. During breakfast time, just a bowl of cereal and milk and or fruit, yogurt, granola bars, waffles, a drink, a milkshake, whatever, something light, something that won't get stuff messy. I will start the day with prayer, and then I give thanks. Okay, mommy's gonna give thanks for her day. What are you thankful for? What are you thankful for? And we go on. And then we say the days of the week song, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and so forth and so forth. We do a couple songs because I have a 1-year-old, and so he likes the songs. My 3-year-old still enjoys it, and I'm sure my other 2 still enjoy it as well. So singing some songs, and then we start with some facts of the day. So far right now, we're like, who is the president of the United States? And everyone says Donald Trump. Who's the vice president? And then those are just the 2 tips or the 2 facts I have this week. Then we start a Bible verse. We've been reading Psalm 91:11, and then I recite it with them about 2 or 3 times. They copy me. And then another verse, the one that says, be ye kind one to another, forgiving each other. I believe that one's Ephesians 4. So yes, that was this week. And then after that, I believe that's pretty much it for our morning time. By that time, they're done with their breakfast, and I was like, okay, let's clean up, and it's time to start. So after that, that's when we start, okay, say it's math day, or I've started a new routine on my calendar, only 2 subjects a day, just to keep it as sane as possible. Maybe after quarantine or this coronavirus is over, I will change my schedule, but as of right now, it's not a schedule, it's a rhythm. As of right now, this is what we do, and it's what's working and helping us to function properly and not be stressed and anxious and not out of it. So read. So after you're done with your core subjects, could be about maybe 2-3 hours, or maybe 2 hours. I also follow a lot of incredible women here on YouTube. One of my favorites, if not my favorite homeschool mom, is called Jady A. So Jady. I'll link one of her videos below. And everything I say is most likely I've got inspired from her. So I'll definitely link her video below. But one of her recommendations during this quarantine season time was that have a schedule, let the kids have, they like habits, they like to know what they're gonna do next. So that's what I do predominantly believe as well. I just rather say rhythm, because schedule to me it's like too rigid. So we have prayer time in the morning, giving God thanks, and then we have breakfast, and then during that breakfast time we have our little Bible study and singing and something just joyful, and I read a poem. I'll link that below as well. Our favorite poem book right now at the time, and read a couple scriptures, and then that's it. Make it joyful, make it fun. If you don't love it, they won't love it. If you're not happy, they won't be happy. Remember, moms, we set the tone for our children every single day. We set the tone for our environment, for our home. If you're groggy and moody and most likely our kids are gonna expel those characters or personalities or whatever you want to call it as well, because we're dealing with it and we can't manage it. Then how do we expect a 2, 3, 4, 5-year-old to manage their feelings and emotions if we can't even do it ourselves? So that's what's important for you for step 1. Start your day right, be ready, get dressed, positive, pray, worship. That's what I do. Okay, so read story time. So after your core subjects, say after the morning time, then you have your children do individual work, math work, or social studies, or whatever they have. But during this quarantine time, the 3 core subjects, which means the subjects that are really, really important that they need to master and know: reading, writing, and math. You don't have to worry about science, or science is a little bit of it, social studies or civics or history, or you can incorporate those subjects also, including with reading, reading a history book, reading about a documentary or on presidents, or whatever subject of your choice. So during reading time, you can make it fun. You can read the Bible if you don't have any books, but most of us here in America do have books that we like to read, or for our children to like to read. There's some available at the dollar store, the Goodwill, which we can't go to right now, but there's so many books available. You can just ask your child, what does he or she want to learn about or read about, or just for fun? Because when they love to learn, they love to read, then they'll read more and they'll absorb more information. It's good for critical thinking, good for vocabulary, good for understanding, good for everything. And once you read a story, you can ask your child, so who was the main character? What was the story about? What did we learn? What would you have done? So there's so much learning in reading alone, and you're reading to your child, bonding, and just sitting together, cuddling with the blanket, or not with the blanket, with your child, and they each have a blanket or whatever, and you're just on the couch and reading, okay, what was the story about? Or on the floor, whatever you want, whatever works for you. So, reading. Number 5, have grace on yourself. Don't stress out. Don't be so upset at yourself or feel like you did not do your best that day. Guess what? It's a new day, it's a new season, it's a new morning every single day. Whatever you didn't do yesterday, didn't work on it today. Have grace. Don't be stressful. Don't be anxious, because your children will feel those feelings as well. Okay, so as I was saying, have grace on yourself. Don't be so hard on yourself when you're not able to complete an assignment, complete your schedule, complete your agenda that you're supposed to do today. I say that lightly, because being a homeschool mom, you're the boss. You're the one that decides what we're learning and what we do and how we do it and when we do it. And that's one of the best things and coolest things about homeschooling, is that it's on your own time. And so I encourage you, Mom, don't feel discouraged. Don't be dismayed. All is well. It'll all come together. And at the end of the day, that's what it's all about. So let me just remind you and end with this. Stay encouraged. Keep the faith. Keep calm. And be blessed. Love you guys, and see you in the next video.